The way I break it down for them, I got the economy car blueprint where I show you how you can make $1,000 per month net minimum per car. If I use these apps, I'm charging peanuts, and they take up to 40% of my money.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, I like keeping all of my coins.
Yeah. Convince me of why I should even get in the game.
It has to work or it has to work.
But the biggest turning point for me was my job. I was up for a promotion, man. My boss promised me a new position and a raise. Yeah. I got the position, but then all they gave me was a $2,000 raise.
Wow.
And that broke my heart, literally. So I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna slave away in corporate America for the next 20 years, you know, making $2,000 every 3-4 years. So I knew I had to pivot, do something else.
Wow.
And the most important thing too is my mom's. You know, I needed to retire my mom. I just lost my dad. Wow. And so I knew like, yeah, I have to double down. Something's gotta work. And just like you said, like I had to commit. And you told me this in Miami, like commit, and if it's gotta work, it's gotta work. That's the mindset you need to have.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I did.
Wow, that's powerful, bro. Well, congratulations,
Appreciate
bro,
you.
for committing,
Appreciate you.
giving it everything that you got, because it's a hard feat. Most people will never do it, but you did it. So you are one of those top 1%ers. So, bro, why the private rental cars? Like, I know you've been talking about it for a while. I see your fleet. You got Lamborghini trucks, you got cars, you got all type of stuff in the fleet, and you do it in a unorthodox way. Like most people talk about the Turos in the different ways, but you talk about a way where you make way more money. Right. Your car's protected better.
Yep.
Like tell me why, like Mike, I'm thinking about getting in the game. Convince me of why I should even get in the game.
All right, just to go back to the model I use, private rentals, pretty much what that means is we rent directly to customer. There's no middleman. Okay. And this has been going on forever. That's what your Avises, your Enterprises, that's what they all do, right? You go to the counter, that's what the big boys do, right? Well, believe it or not, I took a page out of your book. You know how you talk about high ticket sales versus low ticket sales? It's easier to sell 20, I'd rather sell 5 people at $20 a pop to make $100 than sell 100 people at $1. So for me, I'm like, okay, if I use these apps, I'm charging peanuts. And they take up to 40% of my money.
Yeah, they'd be like $49 a day.
There you go. I don't know about you. I like keeping all of my coins.
Yeah, I like
that
too.
So I figured if I charge more and I rent direct to customer, I'll make a bigger bag quicker. Wow. And that's pretty much the model. And the funny thing about it is when you go private, people expect to pay more. They're happy doing that, and they take better care of your cars.
It's funny when you say that, bro. It reminds me about a premium customer.
Pretty much.
Like when you got a premium customer, you not only they're a different customer.
You attract a different customer. 100%.
It's like when you get the $49 customer, sometimes, you know, let me beat this car up, let me not treat it right.
Yep.
Like, but when I go rent a Lamborghini, I treat it like it's mine. Like I ain't trying to hit nothing. Like I'm really trying to pay respect for it, and they just appreciate it to another level.
And that's pretty easy. You just hit the nail on the head. You attract that VIP premium customer. Yeah. And not only that though, guys, you have to reciprocate too, right? So you also have to provide a premium experience. Yeah. And that keeps them coming back. Yeah. So see, the reason why I do private rentals is, at the end of the day, I talk about data. That's what I teach my mentees. He who owns the data owns the business. These companies like Turo, they own the data. They got the customer's name, email address, and phone number. We don't have that.
Wow.
Turo has a business. All these guys on Turo don't have businesses.
And that's why their valuation is up.
It's going up. They're about to go IPO, right? There you go. That's why they could do that.
Because they got, hey, I have access to 10 million people,
a book of business,
name, number, email, where they live at, their credit card.
Exactly. So that's why I have to set mine up, because I'm thinking long term. If I ever need to exit this business, I can sell it. I just put my business online, biz buy sell or whatever, and I can sell my business, right?
Wow. So you're also, when you're training your clients, you're also training them how to be able to be exit ready.
100%.
So it's not only, because you're essentially saying you can't exit, it's harder to exit a Turo business.
You don't have a business. Perfect example, there's a company out there called HireCar. It's just as big as Turo, right? It's for people that want to target gig economy workers. HireCar shocked the world in March. They announced bankruptcy.
Wow.
There's people that have been using HireCar for years and claim they had a business. You know what I'm saying? Luckily for them, just last month, they got bought out by another company called GetAround. So imagine if that hadn't happened. That's the end of their business. That's why you need to go private, have your own book of business. Wow. So then you're not affected by stuff like that.
So talk to me. I want to get started in the private rental game. Am I going straight to exotics? Am I going straight to a Lamborghini? Am I going to an Escalade? Tell me, where do we start?
Yeah, good question. So I always tell people, take a step backwards. First things first, let's do it the right way the first time. Get an LLC. All right, get an LLC. That way we could use leverage.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to use leverage, use the bank's money to get these vehicles. I ain't trying to break none of my bread off on this stuff. All right, I use the bank's money. That's number one. Then number two, there's several niches you could get into, right? You could do the economy car play, luxury cars, exotics. People do slingshots, cargo van rentals. There's so many niches.
So it's funny. I was under the impression, right? Only because I look at your fleet. I haven't seen many of your smaller cars. I see the Lamborghinis. I see a lot of your big stuff.
Yeah.
So I never knew. I thought when you're talking about this game, you're only telling people to get exotics, but actually the private rental car game, you could, like you just broke down, cargo vans, economy, 100%. Pick a niche.
100%. Like, 100%. Matter of fact, a lot of my mentees like doing the economy car play. Okay. The way I break it down for them, I got the economy car blueprint where I show you how you can make $1,000 per month net minimum per car.
Tell me about that.
So pretty much,
I want somebody, I'm challenging somebody on here.
Okay.
Like, I know you got a virtual event coming up, but I'm challenging you. I want somebody to make some money before they even come to the virtual event that you got.
Perfect.
But I'm going to challenge you to actually go run the play, y'all. I see so many people getting results from my guys' information, but I need you to execute. So let me know if you're executing, y'all, in the comments. But go ahead.
All right, perfect. So let's say you got a Toyota Camry sitting in your driveway right now collecting dust. Yeah. Here's what I want you guys to do. Go get that vehicle, put some trackers in it, all right? I don't know if you know what a tracker is. Pretty much a GPS tracker.
Give me the masterclass.
I'm going to give you the play. So first off, I'm all about risk management. We got to make sure your cars are safe. Okay. Let's not just get thirsty for bread and hand over the keys to a complete stranger. Put some trackers in that vehicle. That way, if the car gets stolen, you can track it. You know where the vehicle's at. You can shut off the engine, all of that stuff. So we got to put trackers in there first, right? Once we've done that, get commercial insurance on the car. There's a company out there called Lula, L-U-L-A, Lula.com. The insurance is only...
Any recommendations on the trackers, certain companies?
Yeah, I like Gold Star by Experian. There's Advantage. There's so many of them, all right? There you go. Note takers are money makers, so go ahead. There you go. I hope you guys are doing that too.
I might start this with my daughter too. She's 17 right now.
Boom.
I'm trying to give her just more things, but go ahead.
Passive income, and she's got a driver's license.
Trackers, 100%. Gold Star.
Get a track. Second thing is insurance with Lula Insurance, L-U-L-A. All right. Once you've gotten your insurance, you're ready to go. Here's what I want you guys to do, and anybody could do this. Put your car on Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
Facebook Marketplace. Just put it on there. Say, yo, Toyota Camry for rent. Looking for long-term renters only. Weekly, monthly rentals, no daily rentals. Because I want to make this as passive as possible for you guys. All right, you tell them you give
weekly, monthly only.
Only. Perfect. I'm telling them minimum $250 per week. A lot of my mentees do $350 a week.
Wow. Guys, I gotta pause the episode, bro. The game that my man is spitting right now, I'm talking about. I'm sitting here taking copious notes. I'm thinking about, yo, can I start this for me? Do I start this for my daughter? Like, all I'm thinking about is my little cousin giving somebody $1,600 a month when he could be giving me $1,200 a month, and the note might be $300, or just me buying an economy car for $5,000, making my money back in a few months. Yo,
that's the play.
My man is having a virtual event, and he's going to literally break down all of this step by step by step. What's the website you told me?
It's rentalprofitschallenge.com.
Rentalprofitschallenge.com. I'm gonna have my mom get on this, my daughter get on this, and really come get this game, y'all, because I'm talking about. This sounds almost more lucrative than real estate. Think about, and guys, I'm in real estate, but I'm just thinking about, he talking about $1,000 minimum per car.
Net.
On a $5,000, $10,000 car. You know how much it costs me to buy a building that can make me the same amount?
Yep. It's better than Section 8 money.
Rentalprofitschallenge.com.
Challenge.com.
Hey, go to rentalprofitschallenge.com.
Hey,